Hi, I'm Lori Brown. First, a shout out to our newest Patreon supporter, Sheila McDougall, and to one of our oldest, Scott Burke. Pondercast exists because of the support of our listeners, and they do that through a small monthly donation to patreon.com. So if you want to support the content that you listen to, go to patreon.com/pondercast. And right now we've got a push on. We're looking for 150 new members, so there are perks involved. Patreon.com/pondercast. All right, let's start. Let's Pondercast. Well, when Joshua and I started thinking and writing this episode, the world was a different place. Now, a global pandemic, cities emptying out of tourists, canceled events, so many people being sent home to work, economic disaster, and here's something new, the concept of social distancing. Although there are many of us who could probably make an argument that we've been doing that for quite a long time. I am in England, in the countryside, far removed from the madding crowd, which feels like a very good place to be right now, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get back home. I'm not sure what will happen if I get sick. Every one of us has sudden, major life changes to deal with. Can't travel, weddings canceled, jobs disappearing, financial panic. How to work from home and take care of your children at the same time. Just massive amounts of change. Can you just feel the world vibrating with it? I ponder how I can be of service to you when every day you have a striking realization that something else in your life that you were planning on just can't happen. Or perhaps more upsetting, how the worst case scenario just keeps getting worse. Even if it's only in your head, it seems so vividly real. What is unhelpful, but slightly funny, is what keeps playing in my head is that Monty Python sketch about the plague, bring out your dead from the Holy Grail. That's where my mind goes. Okay, now back to the helpful part. COVID-19 is here and it's real and it will sweep through the world, but it is going to leave us all changed and our way of life changed. And if you, like me, have been actually aching for some kind of transformation in the world, we weren't wishing for this, but let's ponder what some of the changes in store for us might be. The original theme that we had for this episode was time, and the new compositions you will hear from Joshua triggered this idea for me. That and me becoming fixated on the phrase, the richness of time. When so many of us feel starved for it, that really intrigues me. Now we all must make our world a lot smaller. We're forced to slow down. Chances are we might never have another opportunity to experience time quite like this. Is there richness in this? But first, a reminder of a time-starved life last week. Tuesdays are brutal. She doesn't get off until 6, and it's hockey practice night. Well, at least she has the car today. Rushing home, she hangs up her coat and heads straight to the kitchen to start dinner, Start it, finish it, eat it in 45 minutes. She's embarrassed at what's on the table. Still in her work clothes, she climbs back into the car with son and hockey bag, and they are off in the dark and the rain to the rink. She'll go grocery shopping as he practices. She watches him through the windshield wipers as he struggles with the bag across the parking lot. She realizes she is holding her breath and gripping the steering wheel like she's driving in the Indy 500. She lets go of the wheel and turns the car off and exhales. Now that he can tie his own skates, she doesn't have to go in anymore. She can get the grocery shopping done. But what? Here comes a feeling that she never thought she would have. She misses tying his skates. Hold on. She can't even remember driving to the rink just now. That 12 minutes is a blank. Did she and her son talk? Yeah, he talked while she composed a shopping list in her head. What was he talking about? The only time they will spend alone all day, and she wasn't even listening or paying attention to the road. This isn't what she wanted. This is not her beautiful life. She puts her hands in her lap. How much of her day has been spent like this, only half there? What else has she missed? thinking time. I want more thinking time. If I had time to think, I'd be better at my job. I'd be better at being me. Why is it that it takes me so long to figure out how I actually feel about something that's going on? I move through days feeling like a deer caught in the headlights whenever I have to make a judgment call. Should I go along with that? Do I make a stand? Is that what I want? Why am I avoiding this decision? Something just doesn't feel right. I need thinking time. Let me get back to you on that. Let me sleep on it. I don't know how I feel about that. Those are the phrases that I repeat to buy myself some thinking time. But when I finally get it, I don't think it's really thinking that I do. It has more of a searching quality to it. It's like I'm trying to give space and time for something to surface. I am coaxing my intuition to show itself. I must have a gut feeling about this. I need to feel it and know it before I can even get to the thinking part. Where has intuition gone? And why does it run away? Or have I buried it so deeply, ignored it for so long that I've forgotten where it lives inside me? What would it take for intuition to live with you in the moment? What does your intuition need from you to show up? The thing he'd asked for years and never got has finally happened. He gets to work from home. He lies in bed and thinks about where he would normally be on the subway right about now. How much of his daily energy gets sucked up just getting to work and back every day? Well, on a bad subway day, with delays, shutdowns, he guesses probably half of his energy. He has a telephone meeting at 10, so the dream of the day in sweatpants he will save. His fridge is stocked like never before. There will be lunch at home, and he remembers that favorite sandwich he lived on during his teenage years. He makes a coffee and looks around because his kitchen looks different. It's the light. He never sees it like this during the week. He leaves for work in the dark. Looking out the window, he sees something new. Kids walking to school, shouldering backpacks built for epic expeditions. They pass in groups, laughing, talking too loud. And now here comes a boy all by himself, trudging, head down. Already the day seems so different. He seems different. He wonders what the meeting will be like, and a thought flashes by. What if we all bring who we are at home to our work, instead of bringing our work selves home? Music pulls us back into the moment. It holds our hand and guides us through every second, experiencing it all with sound. Music has a way of expanding time. And there is something that happens to us in those moments. It's called time dilation. When what you're experiencing is so full of what is important to you, that time expands to capture it all. It's like your experience goes fractal. What do we need to see, feel, hear to make time dilation appear for us? Psychedelics. There's one way. Another? When what we experience is saturated in vibrancy or beauty, awe or novelty or connection or meaning. That does it. A moment with just one of those things stretches time. You feel abundance. You feel the richness of time. you are wanting for nothing in that moment. And those moments are placed in front of us when we travel, where everything feels heightened. But now that we are confined, retreated to our homes, with this gift of time and reduced obligations, how do we make that time rich? We search for connection and meaning, and we pay attention to beauty. I carry something with me that helps me stop time. A time dilation device in a very steampunk way. It's heavy in my hand and it's brass, and when I put it up to my eye, time shifts. It's a kaleidoscope. A kind of kaleidoscope. You look through a lens on one end, and the other end has a beautiful glass ball, and it forms kaleidoscopic patterns out of what I'm looking at, out there in the world. What I am seeing explodes into a fractal view. A doorknob, a curtain, a kettle. I look through the kaleidoscope and bingo, awe and wonder, and I feel time expand. Actually, everything expands. Perceptions, feelings, thoughts, creativity, it all gets kicked up to fifth gear. And in that moment, time becomes rich. In all of the anxiety and all of the unknowing in this moment, we are surrounded by beauty and meaning just waiting for us to notice. Choose to fill your newfound time with abundance and richness. Now, where do you have to go within yourself to find it? That was another slow down time episode from Pondercast. And if you want to drop me a line, tell me what you're thinking about and feeling in the middle of this very strange time, please do. Email me at lori@pondercast.ca. Thanks for listening. Have a great safe night and a great safe day.